Welcome back, CJ lovers. Thank you for sticking with me right till this point. It has actually been an amazing journey so far, and I have you guys to thank for this. To the first timers on the channel, welcome on board. I'm happy to see you here, and make sure this is also not your last. To be part of this beautiful and amazing family, make sure to hit on the subscribe button down there. It's actually red, free, and convenient. Give this video a big thumbs up by liking the video so you can get to as many beautiful and amazing people as yourself, and also trigger the YouTube algorithm. So please do that so you can get to as many people. In today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to cover our jotters with an Ankara patch fabric or with our leftover Ankara pieces. So if this sounds like something you like to learn, here is an Ankara that has been covered, a jotter that has been covered with an Ankara pieces or patches. This is how the inside looks. This is how it looks, looking very beautiful. This is a bow tie effect over here. So if it sounds like something you like to learn, then you definitely want to stick to the end of this tutorial to find out. Let's get right into it, guys.
These are the materials we are going to be needing for this project. I'm actually confused as to if I'm going to use either of this patch fabric, but we'll see the one I decide to use at the end of the day. Over here we have our all-purpose adhesive glue that we're going to be using for this project, as well as our jotter that we're going to be revamping. So at the end of the day, and after much thought, I decided to use this mixed color Ankara fabric or patches that has yellow, blue, and white in it, also with a touch of red. So what we're going to be doing now is that we are going to be applying gums on the wrong side of the material. But before then, we're going to be placing the all-purpose adhesive gum at the back of the jotter where we are going to be covering. So the first step is we are going to use our brush. If you have a brush, you can make use of it, but I decided to make use of my hands. So I'm going to be using my hands to apply the gum at the back of the jotter as displayed. Make sure to do it gently so as not to splash the gum at the body of the Ankara material. After doing that, we're going to be placing the jotter on the Ankara fabric as displayed. Then we're going to be concealing the edges by double folding the left hand edge of the Ankara material. We're going to be applying the gums on the edges of the cover of the jotter as displayed. After doing that, now we are going to be double folding the left hand side, and then we're going to be flipping it over to the cover of the jotter as shown. In order to get the lower part perfectly, we are going to be splitting the center part by using our pair of scissors as displayed. Then we're going to be double folding the edge, and we're going to be applying a glue or an adhesive gum at the edge, and then we're going to be folding it down to the jotter as displayed. We're also going to be repeating the same process for the lower edge of the jotter. Make sure to apply enough gum that will be able to hold down the Ankara to the cover of the jotter. So after applying the right proportion of the adhesive to the cover of the jotter as well as the Ankara fabric, our jotter is in place. Now we're going to be repeating the same process for the right hand side of the cover of the jotter. Now we are going to be applying gums at the upper edge as well as the lower edge and the left and the right hand side of the cover as displayed. After applying the gums, we are going to be double folding the edges just like we did for the left hand side. We'll also be repeating the same process for the lower part as well as the upper part of the right hand side. After doing that, we can see that the Ankara material is sticked down to the jotter as displayed. This is how the cover is looking like. It's looking plain and beautiful, but this is not how I'm going to be leaving it. I'm going to be making use of this other patch to make a design on the back of the jotter in order to add more spice to it. But before then, I'm going to be concealing the edges of this patch by applying the adhesive glue on the upper as well as the left and right hand edge as well as the lower and the upper edge as displayed. After applying the glue, we can see that it has held down the Ankara material to the body of the other ones. If you want, you can decide to cover up this open midpoint that is displayed white, but I'm going to be leaving this like this for now. The main plan is to use this other patch as a design. I'm going to be making a bow that I'm going to be placing at the front part of the jotter. So after applying that gum, I decided to apply the same gum at the midpoint of the patch in order to conceal it as though we sewed it down, but we actually just used the gum just to conceal the edge. So this is about the right amount of material I need to design the bow at the back part of the jotter. We can see that it fits perfectly. The length of the bow is 3 inches and the width is about 4 inches. And then the strip is about 3 inches in length. So now I'm going to be holding down the midpoint as displayed, and then I'm going to be using the strip to flip over on the bow effect. So after applying the gum on the strip, I'm going to be flipping it over now. Make sure to watch it carefully so you understand it better. After applying the gum and flipping it over, our bow is ready. So now what we are going to be doing is we are going to be applying the adhesive glue on the body of the jotter, and then we are going to be sticking down the bow on it. After doing that, we can see that our bow is coming into form. Make sure to apply the right proportion of glue needed to hold down the bow. And we are done with the design. It's looking so beautiful. And I did the other part off camera. What I did was that at the midpoint, I applied a glue at that open center edge, and then I used the paper to conceal the edges. And it's looking so clean. If you want to use an Ankara material to close it up, you can do that. But this is how I want mine.
If you know you enjoyed this tutorial and you like to see more contents like this, please let me know down in the comment section below. And if you'll be recreating this, don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Selling Jerry's. If you have your thoughts, if you have other ideas or suggestions, or if you have requests, please drop it down in the comment section and I'll definitely look into it. Until my next video, keep being amazing, keep being creative, and show love to whoever you come across. Bye, guys. Mwah.